And there we go again. Just as I swapped the overlays, we are in the draft. Necroman had some loading problems whatsoever. Game lobby 2 was a bit slow because the admin had some real life stuff going on. But either way, we're back in the game. Sqreen Squad won game number 1, and therefore we have a game number 2. The chance, of course, for MIT here to strike back, make this a free game series, of course, or Sqreen Squad is just finishing this with a 2-0. Let's see how it goes. My name is Heflatv, and I have a new co-caster, also an awesome guy here from the Heflatv crew, Kylie, aka Mr. Horatio. Welcome here. Hey, unmute your microphone, please.
There we go.
There we go.
Oh my god. Yeah, I've had real life stuff for the last week or so, so I've been forgetting to unmute my microphone. So there you go. But yeah, no, I'm happy to be back. And yeah, I was supposed to cast this series later today, but then rescheduled overnight. So I'm glad I'm able to catch at least the tail end of it here. Hopefully get 2 games in. Looking for MIT to win this, give me the most casting time I can get. And, well, draft's already off to a good start. Got Bat Rider on one team, Shadow Demon Mirana combo on the other.
Yep, absolutely. And now we have an Enchantress on top of it. So Bat-Rider Enchantress, well, the Enchantress actually not too much of an impact last game, only the presence in the enemy jungle very early, that was quite nice. But despite, or like apart from that, it wasn't too big. She was always there in the fights and everything. She also survived a lot, of course, because she went untouchable very early. But, yep. Let's see how it goes. Sqreen Squad now with the Mirana and the Shadow Demon. So Mirana changed the teams, and this time they also get the Shadow Demon through. It's a bit the 6.8 draft in my opinion, because I don't know, there's still so much to pick, so much else to pick, and let's see where this goes. Because now, of course, MIT, they have the chance to counter, but then again also Sqreen Squad, I actually didn't give them too much hope after the bumpy start and after there were so many kills behind, but somehow they really found their way with the best item choices I've seen. Like this Orchid on the Wraith King just did so much work.
Was it on a core Wraith King?
Yeah, it was Orchid? A core Wraith King, and yeah, against the Puck and a Mirana and a Panda, like this Orchid was so essential. They got so many kills with it.
Huh. Damn. Well, I would not have expected that, to be sure. But anyway, well, Sqreen Squad, they go for a Dark Seer on top of their Shadow Demon Mirana, so working on Team Purple already. And Disruptor support that we're seeing a lot more of lately, and going the way of MIT. And, well, Disruptor is really good with you when you can actually pair it with some other sort of AoE disable or something to actually set up the kinetic field on more than one hero. Because, I mean, getting one is nice with a glimpse, but that doesn't really give you quite enough. You said Disruptor, like Glimpse is really good by itself too, but you really want something else to go after the Disruptor to really make that kinetic field stick and make it work and get the Static Storm going for longer as well.
Yep, absolutely. And well, it's so far I think the supports are through. Now it gets really interesting because we have to get some cores on the table, and last time it was really pretty much a fight against how much can they do with a Lifestealer who has a Midas against a Shadow Fiend who had decent farm in mid and everything, plus a second core, and that's I think also a huge factor why Sqreen Squad was successful in the end. Now we have a Wraith King as well, and judging by what we have again, they're gonna put him again in a core role. It worked out once for them, why not going for it twice?
Yep, and I mean they certainly could do that, but I mean they have the option open to them to draft something else as well. They can go support or core in the last pick depending on what they think is best in the situation. That's the nice thing about Wraith King is he's ridiculously versatile. Mirana's similar in some aspects, not quite as good at support, I would say, as the Wraith King is a bit more reliable, and you don't have to like necessarily roam and find kills early on to make him a good support. Yep. But it's a similar sort of thing. So they have a lot of versatility in this last pick and last ban to do really whatever they want.
Yeah, and the Brewmaster again now on MIT here, and well, he did quite some work in the last game, but then he saw himself, at the 25th, 30th minute, we had the Brewmaster in a very awkward position because he did his primal split, and his Brewlings just got nuked down by Necroman. And that was pretty awkward because usually teams don't bother to kill the Brewlings unless you have so much damage at your disposal. But yeah, in this way, like, they disabled everything else around, got the Brewlings down, He barely managed to escape sometimes with his Earth ruling. So I don't know. It's the Brewmaster. Let's see how he works out in the second game. By the way, there's also something, of course, I forgot to mention. Like besides, of course, our usual Twitter and Facebook and everything, also for all the Russian people or people that use Vkontakte or VK, however you want to call it, the Russian version of Facebook. We also have now their account, so if you can go there, look for Heflatv. There's a group, and I will always post whenever we have some games, especially games that come from the CIS scenes. May it be, I don't know, Ukrainian, Russian, whatever. It doesn't matter. Like from, or even Belarus when it comes to Power Rangers, I will always post there. So if there's not a Russian stream, of course, then you're always welcome here to follow the English stream. I know most of you still understand it, and you're all welcome there. But anyway, we have the 5th bans coming out. The OD again getting banned out by Sqreen Squad. We also had like similar things happening in the first draft. I think it was also the 5th. Yeah, it was also the 5th ban there for Sqreen Squad. And on the other side, we have, yeah, Silencer ban. I can absolutely understand this one, because the silence, like with the fast reaction on the silence, Batrider blinking in, not even getting the lasso off, being forced into using BKBs, as well as of course the Brewmaster having the problem of, you know, getting silence before primer splitting. That would be very awkward, and therefore, yeah, Silencer ban. I can understand it.
And we see the Huskar as the last pick here for Sqreen Squad, so we'll see where that ends up. And it will be a PA. And I don't know. Obviously, ever since we saw the PA mid, it's become a bit more popular, in at least in pub games, which is a bit unfortunate for a lot of people. But anyway, we're gonna be taken up by MIT here. They probably know how to use it a bit better. And well, if you get good crits, and they can actually, PA can win a lot of early fights if she gets off to a good start, and you have a Brewmaster ultimate. PA can bring some of that damage that you're lacking with like a level 6 ultimate on Brewmaster. You're not really able to finish someone off.
Yeah.
PA can do the damage if she gets the right RNG, if she comes to fights early with like a phased Drums BKB, and they can actually take towers early with PA.
Let's see what the PA is going for. Drums it's getting really rare, like nowadays. The PAs are rushing, like sometimes the BKB, sometimes directly the Battle Fury, like going for more farm, etc., spiraling out of control there if they get the farm. But yeah, the Huskar is the most interesting pick here in this draft, and both teams go quite greedy. Then again, Brewmaster, he will fall off from mid-game on, and then a Wraith King plus a Huskar. Let's see. The only thing I'm a bit worried about is, of course, the blur of the PA. That's gonna be a lot of trouble. That means maybe sooner or later we have at least the Wraith King being forced into MKB. I don't know how much the Mirana is gonna transition into damage, and the Huskar, well, except for his ultimate, there he won't be able to do too much damage to the PA unless he also goes for True Strike. So that's definitely something that's interesting. Maybe a Hex on the Darkseer will be the answer. But first of all, we have to introduce the team, of course. I'm gonna go again here with the Radiant side. We have Shafik this time here with the Brewmaster, probably gonna end up in mid. Toxic playing the Batrider. Excuse me. You should not breathe that stuff in. And Sub on the Enchantress. And yeah, Chairface, Chippendale on the PA.
Yep, and for the side of Sqreen Squad, making up the aggressive Trion, we've got Sqreen himself up on the Mirana. Axmo will be up on the Wraith King. Slander taking up the reins on the Shadow Demon. Necroman heading middle on that Huskar. And in the top lane, it will be Wek God playing up that Darkseer.
Yep, definitely interesting. So we have pretty much a tri-lane here, and we have a similar picture of what we saw first game. This time though, no ganks whatsoever. Like just for your explanation, since you didn't see the first game, there was a gank on the Skywrath Mage by Sqreen Squad. They camped with Free at the rune, and he was going for the rune and unfortunately died. But we see an early aggression again here by Sqreen Squad. That's how we like it. That's CIS Dota. We have a smoke coming up, and the first target is of course Sharfik here in the mid. Let's see if they want to go for it, or maybe even the Disruptor would be a good target, because there's not much the PA can do as such, and they're looking in the jungle for it. There's a nice ward. It will be blocking at least that camp, and now Slander is gonna find a Disruptor up, but he saw him. That was a bad reaction. He should have gone forward for the disruption. I think the Mirana could have landed that arrow, but nope, won't find it.
It would have been a tougher one for sure. Like that was not the situation he was looking for the disruption. He was just trying to scout things out. Maybe I don't know. He was out of wards, so I don't know. I mean, they smoke in, they place wards, they get the Magic Bush ward, Enchantress will have to deal with that. She wants to farm up properly, and well, she pings around. She knows that it's been done now. Drops the Sentry, and that will deward effectively. So
yep,
she'll be just fine.
So the dewarding is coming out very easy there for the Enchantress, since it was just one observer ward blocking something. And well, let's see how this goes. Like, I'm still, I don't know, my mind is still a bit wrapped around the idea of like how much mischance like will be on MIT. We have, of course, here this awesome ability with a 50% evasion on the PA, as well as, of course, Sharvik coming with his own evasion, plus, of course, to one of the targets he will give Drunken Haze, which is another 75% mischance. So they can pretty much, yeah, bench on alone that idea of having a lot of evasion, forcing the enemy to go into some sort of disable, which means either True Strike has to come out or Hexes, something like that. And let's see how well this works out.
Yeah, it's interesting that they've chosen to with this trialing. They could have done either like of the Mirana or the Wraith King, like we said, as the support. And well, Slander actually just eating a ton of tower damage for really no particular reason at all.
He really wanted that disruption.
Yeah, and he's not able to find it. But back to what I was saying is that they went for the roaming combination with the Shadow Demon and the Mirana as the supports, as opposed to the Wraith King. Like, they could have done it either way, and I don't know. I'm not sold on this because they really can't leave the Wraith King. Well, they can't. I guess they could leave him down here by himself, and it wouldn't be the biggest deal just against the PA right now. But he won't do great in that matchup. And I think Soul Catcher stun from the Wraith King is really, really good. I think he's a little bit better without farm than Mirana is, in my opinion. But
no, he's just getting some harass damage. Yeah. Like, he still has Surge away, so there's nothing. He's just buying him some time so the Batrider can get some farm, but he's anyway under his tower. But yeah, I don't know, like, Slander and the Mirana staying here around the tower, just hoping for the PA, I don't know, coming out of the trees.
And the PA is playing appropriately safe. Yeah, they're playing, like, PA is handling this correctly. I mean, she's not getting a whole lot of the lane right now, obviously, but, I mean, she's using Dagger to farm when she can. She's finding her levels, getting a couple last hits here and there. And, well, she's okay with that.
Yep, and this new smoke, I guess this time is for the mid. But then again, Sharvik is, of course, already level 4. Pretty hard to kill, and there's Unstop. He has, a Dark Troll Summoner. But let's see.
Here comes the Disruption, though.
Yep.
Nice little corridor for the arrow to fire through, and he will nail it. Sharvik gets Soul Catchered up. That's a lot of damage. Burning Spear should be more than enough to finish this off.
There we have our first blood. That's absolutely perfect.
Alright, that's good. I mean, they Slander and Sqreen. I mean, it was like 3.5, 4 minutes into the game. I don't know, you want to find few more kills in this combination, but if they can just get rolling and get some levels up, because Mirana hasn't found a whole lot so far. Chippendale taking a stun in the bottom lane from the Wraith King casually, not really doing a whole lot of anything. But
yep, 3 hits, and 2 of them were evaded, so...
yeah,
this is just level 1 blur. So for the Wraith King, as I said, it's gonna get really awkward, like this... They don't have too much magical damage. That's the problem. Like, who's coming out with like a huge chunk of magical damage? Of course, we have an Iron Shell, but then again, PA can get really fast away from that. Of course, then what? Shadow Demon. That's pretty much. But we have a glimpse here on the Husker.
Yep, he'll get brought back here. Trying to right-click him down, and they will succeed. Sharvik gets the return kill, and
but top, we have pretty much the same picture. But this arrow was successful on the Batrider, and he's going down. They even pumped a lot of damage in there. There were like 3 stacks of the Shadow Poison up that wasn't even quite needed. There's another stun here on, of course, the Phantom Assassin. He's just blinking away. And now the Wraith King actually getting some tower damage, but yeah, instant aggro off. Phantom Assassin still has a huge chunk of regeneration. Now there's a wraparound. Look at them. They come from the back.
Yes, they do. And well, here comes the Centaur. He wants that stomp. He'll get it. And well, Kinetic Field to follow as well. They'll get this kill very easily, and I mean, Wraith King's just not a hero who has. I mean, even with level 6, I mean, they would just kill you twice almost in that situation. There's really no way out for him farming alone in this bottom lane.
Yep. Oh, but I think we have a go. Yep, we have a go. There's a disruption. Is there an arrow flying? Yes, it flies and it hits him. So Iron Shell will do the rest. Actually, the Shadow Demon's getting the last hit. So those 2 supports definitely happy. Like, I don't know, 2-3 here in the 6th minute. It's typical CIS Dota, very active, very early aggression coming out. I absolutely like it. The only thing that we already talked about, like the reincarnation will be soon up on the Wraith King, of course, that protects him at least a bit against those kings, at least when he's closer to the tower. But yeah, we already talked about it. Like, the position he was actually on was pretty awkward, because even there with reincarnation, I don't think he could have gotten away. And now we have actually a Harpy just doing damage here on the Wraith King. I love it. Some nice micro harass coming out by the Enchantress.
Yep.
But in the meantime, Disruptor, maybe
middle
still
again.
going down. There's the
Yeah,
spear
Sqreen's-
damage. There's a
the
bottle.
The bottle sips being given by Sharfik will save the day.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good. Like between the ticks, he actually managed to bottle him between the ticks, so he got at least one bottle tick each time off. Every time that lethal tick of the spears was denied.
Yep, man. Well, Mirana's returned to bottom lane, trying to maybe find another arrow or at least get some wards up or something, but not going to find a whole lot here. Harpy Stormcrafter being ridiculously obnoxious as usual. Mirana going to try and farm that up here really quickly. Free money.
Yep, and let's see how the farm is anyway going in the lanes. I mean, the Batrider is at the moment 27 and 3. Compared to the Darkseer, it's pretty much nothing. He's 16, 17 CS behind, even though he was trying. But now there's a lasso on the Darkseer, and he uses Primal Split. So, yep, there comes the Boulder Toss, and the rest, just by the mini radiance of the Fire Ruling, will do it. So Darkseer, well, he was leading in CS, but now with this death, of course, then again, he got 2 kills already before on the Batrider. So Darkseer is still good in the game.
Yeah, and I mean, both teams they're rotating both. I mean, when they rotate, like after the 3-minute mark, they found kills with all their heroes, and both teams have been doing it constantly. And well, it's 4-3. There's not that much of a disparity. The last hit's in favor of Sqreen Squad. It's just the bottom lane disparity helped out quite a bit. Wraith King is able to stay in lane a lot longer, and looks like they're gonna go for this tier 1 tower as well. And it's hard to fight into this with the reincarnate and a level 7 Huskar.
No, you can't do
no easy way to
anything
take
here.
this.
This is going nowhere. Like this tier 1 tower will go down uncontested, and it's pretty much the same picture as we had it in the last game. There they were going for really fast towers. Like I think at 12 minutes or so, we were looking at like 3 towers down, all the tier 1 towers. So. Yep, pretty much the same, but this time MIT answering that. In the mid there comes some aggression, but of course it's a bit late. Now Sqreen Squad has, they want to rotate, they want to defend, and look at this, stun on the Enchantress.
She's not looking in great shape. A wall even spent as well, but
that arrow.
Nice arrow. And that should be the end of her, even with the healing sprites. Oh, nice silencer ulti in the kinetic field from the high ground. Doing quite a bit of damage, but well, doesn't matter that much. PA comes in, she finds some crits though and just destroys Huskar. Sharfik almost at himself. Oh, nice clap. All these heroes are so low.
Yeah, but he has to be careful there. The poison, and Mo tries to go in, and he actually gets the kill just before he dies. But now he's, of course, boxed in. But with the Iron Shell, he will do a lot of damage to the PA, trying to slow him. The Enchantress is there. There would be a second slow. They try to go again here on the PA, and of course with the Iron Shell, that's exactly what could kill him, the Iron Shell. And now, he will just follow him 1 second to the stun. Iron Shell damage is just saving the day. So in the end, definitely a better trade for Sqreen Squad. Maybe they even capitalize on it. Oh, there is a nice glimpse here on Axe, but just the Thunderstrike damage that is not much. It's just level 1, so in the end he can even be searched out if need be, but yeah, it's not even needed. Sharfik is there, no Blink Dagger available.
Yep, and I believe Batrider was just top that entire time farming this Blink Dagger up, and he does have it now. There wasn't a whole lot he could add to that fight.
Oh, but they go for the Huskar here. And the Huskar is actually quite vulnerable to crits, of course, but there comes the
we
stun
thought about going back. And well, he might pay for that one. No, he gets surged away. And
yeah, the Batrider trying to find something, but won't find anything. The lasso, not enough. He's even getting stunned.
Deep here.
But yeah, still enough Firefly. He should be able, but oh my god, the Wraith King waiting for it. That was so close. But then again, here in the mid, do we have another rotation in? There might be Disruption Arrow. No, it's not coming. So MIT, they're looking for kills. They want to respond. They want to counter. But they're not really finding anything. Everything was so close. Like, the synergy between the Darkseer and all the other heroes, it's really working out, of course, as well as the Wraith King with the reincarnation. So 5-3 here in the 10th minute. We'll have a look in the graphs for the first time. Sqreen Squad, well, they have 1,000 experience lead, and when it comes to gold, 3k. That could be, of course, explained by the tower and the free kills they're leading, as well as a nice farm they had before. Oh, there's a nice super long arrow here on the Disruptor, but if they want to go for it, that's the question.
Yep, healing sprites will help him out quite a bit, and they'll just go ahead and back off of that. And I don't know if either team can really go here. There's a Brewmaster ultimate ready to go. He has a blink on the courier, so they might want to wait for that. But pushing his tower quite significantly. Ion Shell not doing quite enough to push it back. But Shadow Poison spam will force them back a little bit here. But Shark are going to come forward and get a couple more hits off.
It's
with
still
that right
like
under the
pushing
trees,
that
it's hard to
tower.
approach
There's an
this.
arrow. Oh, nice blink there by Shafik. Barely dodging it. And, well, the Firefly will also run out, so they have to go back, because without Firefly, the Batrider won't find anything. But I think they want to go again. They just wait for the next Firefly. They want to get this tier 1 tower. The problem is they didn't have any backup. Enchantress is not using the time to get like a side creep here. He could, if he wanted to, he could get that center Conqueror. But he's not bothering with it. He's just staying around here, trying to do some damage. And this time arrow, again, not hitting anything. And yeah, they will get the tower. At least even the Enchantress is getting it.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, they were just biding time. Wraith King was farming bottom during this. It took him a couple of goes to kill that tower off, so not a huge deal. I mean, losing it does hurt quite a bit, but they got some kills defending it as well. And well, Wraith King, he's working his way. He's got his blink now, so even as a core going for that blink nice and early, he's a high mobility Wraith King right now, phase and blink.
Yeah, we pretty much got
ridiculous.
we got the blink daggers out on all the heroes that definitely need them, on the Batrider, on the Brew, and the Wraith King. Another candidate for a blink dagger would be, of course, a Darkseer then later, but it's not a priority item for him. For now, he has what Sqreen Squad needs. He got the mech for the team fights. I mean, so far they won their team fights with a mech that's gonna be even better. Now there's like at least a little face-off between the Batrider and the Darkseer, but what Batrider doesn't know, there is an arrow flying, but nah, it's not even close.
Nope, that'll miss, and, well, he'll make his way out just fine. And, yeah, so there are a lot of heroes towards this top lane, maybe wanting to try and find that disruption into Arrow once again here, but, I mean, they've seen the Shadow Demon, so they know he's around, and, well, Necroman, he's farming up. Looks like he's going, well, he's got a Morbid Mask now. We'll have to see if he finishes that into Helm of the Dominator. We see a lot of players do that. I still don't necessarily agree with that, but I don't know.
Why not?
We'll see what he does. Decide to go for. I don't know. It helps you farm a little bit. And it's just, I don't know. I like going to Armlet really fast on this hero because it allows you to take fights really early. And Huskar, just if he's really tanky, there's just like no way to deal with the guy at the early levels because all your damage comes from nukes and he doesn't care about.
You can say that from the lifesteal as well, like him being very low with the. Oh, but I think we have initiation here pretty much soon. The reincarnation is ready though. That's the biggest problem. So they're not really going for anything.
Oh, they're going for the lasso
There's the
on
Huskar.
Necroman. Pulling off to the side, but that doesn't really achieve anything. Defensive Disruption is used, and Brewmaster Ultimate trying to take, I don't know what he's trying to deal with here. Ultimate will pop on the Wraith King. There's no real follow-up for the slow here until maybe the wall comes down, but nice Silence Field will actually catch out the Darkseer. He's not able to get his spells off quite yet. Does get the mech off, but, well, looks like it'll be a really exciting 0-for-0 trade. And
yeah, very exciting 0-for-0 trade. But now Darkseer, that's
it's
very
got
awkward.
a bit of a
He's
strange
being blocked
spot.
in by a creep, and I think they want to turn around. But no, this is not really working. And the problem is also, of course, the tier 1 tower that is pretty much a 6 versus 5 if they want to dive it. And I don't know, but they still want to go for it. Sqreen Squad, they want to force those towers through, but there is now a patch of Firefly here. And those creeps, they will pretty much die very fast in it. But then again, no lasso and barely any mana left on the Batrider as well.
So they lose the Wraith King Ultimate, but they have the best, I would say, like, you can fight any time hero without like having to worry about cooldowns in this game, and that's Huskar, because he really doesn't care. Like, Burning Spears is always annoying to deal with. Life Break has it has a bit of a cooldown, but not nearly as long as something like Brewmaster Ultimate, and they're reliant on Lasso and Brewmaster Ultimate to set the pace in these fights. And when they don't have it, the Huskar just gets to do whatever he wants without being controlled at all. So.
Yep. And I don't agree with what MIT is doing here, because they abandoned the idea of defending their towers. The Brewmaster is trying to do some split push here with the Illusion Rune. The PA, you can find him in the jungle, but also not the most effective way of farming. And I don't know, the second tower goes down. This is a lot of gold for Sqreen Squad. And the problem is Sqreen Squad gets just much more by sticking together than the other guys. But now I think we have a response here on Shafik. He's trying to get the tower. He actually is successful. Now the Huskar, well, he unfortunately hit the wrong target. So Brewmaster actually managed to just blink out there. So at least it was 2 for 1 tower, but I don't know. As I said, Sqreen Squad just getting a bit more out of these things. And oh my god, Phantom Assassin, that's a bad idea. He gets disrupted. Is there an arrow? Arrow flying, but Shafik is just soaking it up, and therefore a lot of damage coming out. Oh, where are the crits? Give more crits. There is the Mac saving him, and a wall. Okay, he's getting vacuumed back, but now he's running. There's only a second stack of... Yep, it's not enough. Shadow Poison, just 2 stacks. Won't be enough to kill it.
Yeah, and honestly I'm fine with what Sharpik was doing bottom lane, because without an ultimate, Brewmaster doesn't really add much of anything in these fights, to be honest. And getting at least a tower while your ult is down, even if you do lose a couple at the same time, at least he did something.
Oh, look at it, the Husker. There's the ultimate on the PA, and now it's all about misses. Oh my god.
It's all about burning spears.
Yeah.
Oh, what a spell.
What a spell. It's so annoying, but there's a nice disruption, as well as a soul catcher, and oh my god, there's an arrow flying, not hitting anything, and it's now super clash fight. The primal split is out. Darkseer in trouble, but the mag being used, and for now they at least killed one Bruling off, second Bruling off. There's the Moonlight Shadow now, it's still all around the tower, but the Red King joined the fight. Now they're on the Enchantress, and they get the Enchantress down. Now Sharpik would be the next target. Is there another arrow? Yes, the arrow actually connects. It's pretty short, but it's still enough. There's the Iron Shell damage. There is Ray Fire Blast. They will definitely get him down. So this is a 2-for-0 trade and a tier 1 tower on top of it. At least it seems like that.
Yeah, PA just, I think it's one of those situations where she went for drums, which like seems like a better, like an early, it is a really early fighting item, but I think what you were saying earlier, like go phase and then rush BKB might have been better in this scenario, but even then he would be so far away from that right now. They just have no way to, like, where's the damage in these fights? They dropped the Silencer ultimate on the Darkseer, and he's just sitting there, and he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like, he's stuck in there for the full duration. He doesn't care.
It's also that Screenspot brings so many dots, like even those targets that run away with low HP. I mean, there's an Iron Shell in direct contact. Oh, there's a go here on a Disruptor, and oh my god, look at the damage on him. But now, no, I actually thought the Batrider is going for a lasso or anything like that, but no, he's just putting there. But now they go on the Rev King. He has no reincarnation. Going for him would actually be worth it, but he's getting searched out. I don't know.
I just don't think they can kill anybody right now. He's going for that Orchid yet again.
Not without the PA, at least. Yeah.
You see, like the PA just I don't know. You need, like, whatever way you want to play her. I think if they were trying to play a super long game against a long game kind of team, what this PA has gotten would be not the worst thing in the world. But she had a tough laning stage up against that tri-lane, playing really, really defensively for the longest time. Like, she just can't contribute anything right now. She needed a bigger item to actually help out in the fights, and she's the only damage they have.
Yeah, Roshan. This what we see right now is the preparation for Roshan. It's about time, I guess. I mean, Screenshot was very interested in an early Roshan last game. This time they've been busy with all the towers and fighting because they knew they have the momentum, they have the advantage, and now we at least see that ward come in. I don't know if there's a sentry. Sentry, 1, 2, 3. Does he actually have it in the right position? There is observer ward, but I guess the sentry, no, it will not find out what's going on. So the sentry not catching anything, so they still could go easily into Roshan if they want to, but they don't even want to. There's a 3-man smoke. They're heading towards the enemy jungle, and there's 3 possible candidates. And oh my god, there's the stun on the Batrider now, clubbing him. The problem is there's a lasso, Moonlight Shadow. Is it enough? Reincarnation would protect him. There's an arrow flying. Oh, barely. It was on the way. Husker, in the meantime, gets just finished off the Disruptor, and they want more. They just want more.
Yep, and I mean, that's just what they're going to do. They have a team that's fantastic at chasing. This Wraith King is as mobile as it gets, pretty much. And, well,
the Panda!
Sharpik's on the run. He's forced to pop his ultimate, but I mean, he will get this kill on Slander. But he's almost certainly going to go down here again. Does have his level... Sorry, it is just... I don't know, well, he's not going to live very long if they can just stay on him. Oh, I'm not going to pursue it out. I'm kind of surprised, actually.
Yeah, this is just a... Let's lose my, I don't know, primal split and go for a kill with it. But that's, you know, it's a very poor choice. I mean, yes, cool, you got a support kill, but this is now exactly the opening screen what needs to go for Roshan. Now they don't have to fear anything. Like, who's going to stop them? Like, the primal split would have been the fact that it made the fight in a Rosh pit really messy, but now without it, easy Roshan.
It's just, yeah, I mean, MIT just trying to get whatever farm they can out of the jungle, and he had to pop that ultimate to live, which is the biggest problem there. I mean, there's not a whole lot else he could have done in that situation to be not dead. So I don't know. It's the Sqreen squad. They have a very aggressive team. They've got complete and total map control, and top lane.
They go on the Darkseer though. Like, after the search, there has to be another slow, but nah, Klim's holding him back. He will be in the kinetic field. He's also slow there. Now they will just club him down. The Roshan going down in the meantime. There's actually a triple wall, and they still don't get him down. He's tanky as hell. There is a static storm. Oh my god, defensive disruption. Nice. He still lives, and there comes the cleanup crew. The PA will be the first to fall. Panda, of course, no ultimate. And Sharpik, there is an arrow, not hitting anything. The Disruptor actually made it out. He was the one just saying, sorry guys, here's my Static Storm, and now I book a ticket home.
And that's just one of those moments that if you're MIT, you're just like, oh god, are you kidding me? Because
that was their two cores.
Yeah,
hitting on the Darkseer.
They can't kill one hero. I mean, Darkseer is obviously really annoying to kill, but Disruptor's one of the better heroes to deal with the Darkseer because Glimpse doesn't care about, Kinetic Field doesn't care about Surge because you just trap him in there and he can't go anywhere, so it's fine. But it is just, they can't kill him. What can they do? He's just ridiculously tanky with the mech and the pipe, and the other team shows up and just absolutely destroys them. So they're going to go high ground now, and I don't see any way they can stop this. Brewmaster Ultimate is back up, but even with that, I don't see it being enough to defend this.
I mean, there's a second important item now on the Batrider. We have the Force stuff coming out, which means, I mean, so far in this game we haven't seen a single good lasso. That's the truth. Like, absolutely the truth. Like, this Batrider, I mean, he did quite well in his lane. He died twice, yes, but that was, of course, also with, like, 2 supports rotating in there, even using smoke and everything. But he still got his dagger together and everything, but everything that followed after that was just not enough for this game. Like, they needed good lassos, but they didn't. So far, the only thing he really did was using his Firefly to defensively, I don't know, get stuff away. That's pretty much it.
There have been, like, I would say both the Batrider and the Enchantress have felt like they've had pretty much next to no impact in any of these fights. They've done pretty much nothing. Oh, and Necroman, he doesn't care about kinetic fields, man. He just sets you on fire and burns you to death. Knight's Disruption will throw out that lasso. My god, will make it way once again. Necroman trying to man-fight these Brewlings, and, well, he's got an Aegis, man. He doesn't care. This is a Huskar with Aegis. He's going to fight to the very, very death here, and he's doing so much damage right now. Wraith King on the front lines. He hasn't lost his first life quite yet either. Enchantress trying to imp him down. It's not going to happen, and, well, she gets stunned up. She gets set on fire once. Can't really attack her too well because of untouchable. Wraith King's first life will finally go down. Nope. Nope, hero's not going to die, and, well, Aegis still not used. There goes the Wraith King ultimate, finally, and, well, PA, you're on fire. You're dead.
This PA is just dying to the Huskar so fast, and now they even want to go for more. Look at this. They did damage over time. All the dots, it's just insane. They're going to finish off that tower.
It's GG. Yeah, it's like Huskar with a good start against the team. I mean, the PA, they didn't invest in her start. Like, Disruptor, as soon as they saw the tri-lane, they went top with the Disruptor to help the Darkseer out, and, sorry, to help the, who was their top lane here? The Batrider. Yep. He was hanging out with him, and instead of helping the PA out, which, I mean, even in that situation, Disruptor doesn't do much, but that PA had no help in her lane, and they needed her damage in the mid-game, and it just fell apart.
I mean, nothing really worked out in the game here for MIT, and that means Sqreen Squad is taking a 2-0 win here in the playoff best of 3. That means we're done for this part. There will be a game later at 18 CET. It's not 100% confirmed yet, but it will also be here on Heflatv 2, guys. I'm not sure if I'm casting or if Kylie is casting. I think Coucher and Mito are up for it. But let's see. So it would be cool if you tune in there. And of course, if you always want to know when we are online and with what we are online, then follow us on Facebook and Twitter. There you will always have the news. And as I already mentioned before, we also have now a group on Kontakte VK, the Russian Facebook version. There's a nice group. I will also post there when the games are online. So if you are from the CIS region, Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, wherever you are from, then you can also follow us there. You will get always the latest news. Anyway, my name is Heflatv. With me was Kylie. Now some music, some ads. Then the stream will slowly run out till we come back online at 18 CET, which will be pretty much soon, actually. So let's see if we hand over the stream fast to Coucher. Either way, I'm out. See you later.